Imagine this. You're at home, relaxing in your own space. It's a sanctuary, a place where you feel safe and secure. Suddenly, police officers barge in. They have no warrant, no prior warning. They start filming you without your consent. Your privacy is shattered in an instant. Then, to add insult to injury, they post that video online for the world to see. Your personal space is now a public spectacle. This is not a scene from a dystopian movie. This is real life. This is the reality for Rosalee Hamilton, a popular Jamaican TikToker who experienced a shocking violation of her privacy and human rights. On February 9th, 2025, Rosalee became another victim of police misconduct in Jamaica. Her life was turned upside down. Her story, unfortunately, is not unique. Many others have faced similar injustices. It shines a harsh light on a systemic problem that has plagued the island nation for far too long, a problem that demands urgent attention. What happened to Rosalee is unacceptable. It's a gross abuse of power. It's a stark reminder that the very people sworn to protect and serve often abuse their power, leaving citizens vulnerable and afraid. This fear erodes the fabric of trust in our communities. This isn't just about one incident. It's about a pattern of behavior that needs to stop. This is about a pattern of behavior that needs to stop. A pattern that has caused immense pain and suffering, and we need to talk about it. We need to bring these issues to light. We need to demand better. We need to stand together and call for change. We need justice for Rosalee, justice for all who have been wronged. Rosalee's ordeal began when officers from the Criminal Investigation Branch entered her home without a warrant. They invaded her sanctuary. They claimed to be conducting an investigation, but their actions tell a different story. A story of intimidation and disrespect. Instead of treating Rosalee with respect and dignity, they filmed her without her consent. They violated her rights. They then shared that video on TikTok, exposing her to public humiliation and ridicule. The impact on her mental health was profound. This blatant disregard for her privacy is appalling. It sparked outrage on social media. The fact that law enforcement officers would exploit their position to demean and violate a citizen in this way is deeply troubling. It raises serious questions about accountability. It cuts at the core of trust and safety that should exist between the police and the public. They are meant to serve. We must work together to rebuild that trust and ensure justice for all. The foundation of a just society rests upon the principle that our homes are our sanctuaries. They are places where we should feel safe, secure, and free from unwarranted intrusions. The Jamaican Constitution, like many across the globe, enshrines the right to privacy within our dwellings. This right is fundamental, ensuring that citizens can live without fear of arbitrary interference. It protects citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures, a cornerstone of personal freedom and dignity. This right wasn't just trampled upon in Rosalee's case, it was completely ignored. The sanctity of her home was violated in the most egregious manner. The police officers, by entering Rosalee's home without a warrant, acted illegally. Their actions were not only unlawful, but also deeply disrespectful to the principles of justice. They violated her fundamental rights, rights that are supposed to be protected by the very laws they are meant to enforce. Their actions demonstrate a flagrant disregard for the law they are sworn to uphold. Such behavior undermines the integrity of the entire police force. This is not simply a case of bad judgment, it's a blatant abuse of power. When those in authority misuse their power, it erodes the very fabric of society. It is unacceptable in any circumstance and demands severe consequences. Accountability is crucial to restoring faith in the system. This incident has deeply shaken the public's trust in the Jamaican police force. Trust, once broken, is incredibly difficult to rebuild. When those entrusted with upholding the law break it so brazenly, it creates a climate of fear and suspicion. People begin to question the very institutions meant to protect them. It makes people question who will protect them when the protectors become the perpetrators. This fear can permeate every aspect of community life. The violation goes beyond Rosalee as an individual. It affects the entire community, creating a ripple effect of distrust and anger. It represents a breach of trust between the Jamaican police and the community they are meant to serve. This trust is essential for effective law enforcement and community cooperation. This breach has far-reaching consequences, eroding public confidence and hindering the police force's ability to effectively carry out its duties. The path to rebuilding this trust will be long and arduous, requiring genuine accountability and reform. In today's digital age, news spreads like wildfire. Social media in particular has become a powerful tool for amplifying voices and bringing attention to injustice. In Rosalee's case, it was social media that brought her ordeal to light, sparking outrage and calls for action. As soon as the video of Rosalee's unlawful encounter with the police hit TikTok, it went viral. People from all walks of life, both in Jamaica and internationally, expressed their disgust and anger. Hashtags like #justice for Rosalee began trending, amplifying Rosalee's story and demanding accountability. The online community rallied around Rosalee, offering messages of support and condemning the police officer's actions. This immediate and widespread condemnation highlights the power of social media to hold those in power accountable. It has the ability to bring about change by shining a light on injustices that might otherwise remain hidden. However, this case also highlights the double-edged sword of social media. While it can be a powerful tool for justice, it can also be used to spread misinformation and cause further harm. It's crucial to engage with these issues responsibly, amplify verified information, and avoid contributing to the spread of rumors or potentially harmful content. While Rosalee's case has brought the issue of police misconduct in Jamaica to the forefront, it's crucial to understand that this is not an isolated incident. For years, human rights organizations and community activists have raised concerns about a pattern of abuse and impunity within the Jamaican police force. Reports of excessive force, unlawful arrests, and extrajudicial killings have plagued Jamaica for too long. These incidents often disproportionately impact marginalized communities, deepening existing social divides and eroding trust in law enforcement. Rosalee's case, while shocking, is sadly just one example in a long line of similar incidents. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Jamaica's police oversight body, has repeatedly highlighted concerns about the use of force by the police. In its 2023 annual report, Indicom revealed a 46% increase in fatal shootings by police compared to the previous year. These figures paint a grim picture of a police force that operates with a concerning level of impunity. The systemic nature of police misconduct in Jamaica demands a comprehensive and multifaceted approach to address its root causes. This includes robust accountability mechanisms, comprehensive police reforms, and a renewed focus on community policing built on trust and respect. Section 5. Echoes of the Past, From Brazen to Brutal. Rosalee's story, while unique in its digital dissemination, sadly resonates with a long and troubling history of police misconduct in Jamaica. Her case is not an isolated incident, but part of a broader pattern that has plagued this nation for decades. The nation has witnessed time and again the devastating consequences of unchecked power and abuse by those sworn to protect. These abuses have left deep scars on communities, fostering a climate of fear and mistrust. These past incidents serve as stark reminders of why justice for Rosalee must be pursued with unwavering resolve. The fight for justice is not just about one person, but about addressing systemic issues that affect many. The 2010 Tivoli Gardens incursion stands as a chilling example of excessive use of force by Jamaican security forces. The operation was meant to capture a notorious drug lord, but it resulted in widespread destruction and loss of innocent lives. Officially, over 70 civilians were killed during the operation, though community members claim a much higher death toll. The true extent of the tragedy may never be fully known, but its impact is felt to this day. The incident sparked international condemnation and raised serious questions about the lack of accountability for human rights abuses committed by law enforcement. It highlighted the urgent need for reform and greater oversight. But police brutality isn't always about large-scale operations. Everyday interactions between police and citizens can also be fraught with danger and abuse. The 2020 death of Susan Bogle, a disabled woman while in police custody, sent shockwaves through the nation. Her case drew attention to the vulnerability of marginalized individuals and the need for systemic change. Her death, ruled a homicide by blunt force trauma, highlighted the vulnerability of marginalized individuals to police abuse and the urgent need for greater protection of their rights. It was a stark reminder of the dangers faced by those who are often overlooked by society. These past tragedies weigh heavily on Rosalee's case. They underscore the importance of holding those in power accountable and ensuring that justice is served. They serve as a stark reminder that the fight for justice extends beyond one incident. It is a continuous struggle to address systemic issues and create lasting change. It's about breaking a cycle of abuse and creating a future where every Jamaican citizen feels safe and protected, knowing that those entrusted with power will be held accountable for their actions. The journey towards justice is long, but it is a path that must be taken for the sake of future generations. In the heart of the struggle, Rosalee's story stands as a testament to resilience. Her fight is not just her own, it represents the collective battle for justice and equality. Through every challenge, her spirit remains unbroken, shining a light on the path forward. It's crucial to understand that this isn't about one isolated incident. Each story, each struggle adds to a larger narrative of systemic issues that need addressing. This is about creating lasting change, ensuring that the voices of the marginalized are heard and respected. Trust is the cornerstone of any community. Accountability ensures that trust is maintained, and justice is the ultimate goal. Without these, society falters. We must strive to build systems where trust is fostered, accountability is enforced, and justice is served for all. Every voice counts, your voice matters. In the pursuit of a fair and just world, it's imperative that each of us speaks out, stands up, and contributes to the conversation. Together we can make a difference, one voice at a time.